Good morning, students. This is Arun, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Applications, Islamia College Autonomous, Vaniambadi. Today we are going to see Introduction to Digital Logic and Fundamentals. In short, we call it as DLF. We'll go to the introduction. Okay. So, what is digital logic? Digital logic is concerned with the interconnection among digital components and modules and is a term used to denote the design and analysis of digital system. Okay. Digital logic, that is concerned with the interconnection among digital components. So digital logic means it is an interconnection among digital components. So today every device comes with the digital logic only. For example, the best example you may call it as computers, mobile phones, PDA, personal digital assist, then your laptops, even your refrigerators, signals in the roads. So these things and all digitalized today. So that is a digital logic means it is an interconnection among the digital components and modules, that you call it as a digital system. So today we are having a digital systems in the day-to-day life. Okay, see here, digital logic is the representation of signals and sequences of digital circuit through numbers. So it is a representation of signals. That means computer knows only is zeros and ones. So that is what they are saying. It is a representation of signals and a sequence of digital circuit through numbers. We are going to give 0 and 1 as a signal, that is low and high, true or false, yes or no. That is what the signals we will give. We will give a low signal as well as the high signal for the circuits. So that is what they are saying. Digital logic is the representation of signals and sequence of digital circuit through numbers. Next thing is, it is the basis for digital computing and provides a fundamental understanding on how circuits and hardware communicate within a computer. So how a hardware and a circuit communicate within a computer. So this is the basic things. So digital logic is the basic things for understanding on how circuits and hardware communicate within a computer. So the best example of a digital system is a general purpose computer. So I have already said the best example for digital system is a mobile phone, computer, PDA, laptops, then your AC. This is also a digital system only, that is an integrated chip. So we will see that in the later upcoming slides. So see here, the components used to construct digital systems are manufactured in integrated circuit form. So integrated circuit means inside a single chip there will be more electronic devices, that is like a transistor, a diode, a resistor. So these things and all combined or merged into a single chip, that you call it as a integrated chip or integrated circuit form. So the advancement in electronics, that you call it as a integrated circuit form. A small chip contains many circuits. A small chip has many circuits, that you call it as a integrated circuit form. Integrated circuits contain a large amount of interconnection digital circuits within a small package. That is interconnection Digital circuits means, that is what I already said, that is a resistor, transistors, diode, capacitors. These things and all interconnected within a single chip, that you call it as a integrated circuits. So if you interconnect those things separately, it will cause more cost, and the design of that circuit will be very large. So these are the advantages in the integrated circuit. Sorry, these are the some of the disadvantages overcome by the integrated circuit. That is, you are getting a small electronic devices. In the olden days, you may have a mobile phone that is of the width will be very large, but nowadays the mobile phone comes very slim due to this integrated system on integrated circuits only. So integrated circuit means the electronic devices will be very small in size. So in the olden days, you may have a computer monitor, that is a CRT computer monitor, it is very big, but nowadays LCD, LED, these things are all available. So OLED, so that is the some of the advantages of integrated circuit. That is the circuit, that is the board of that monitor is made very small. That is the integrated circuit. That is the good example for integrated circuits. So very small. Now we will see, that is scale. See here, medium scale integration, MSI you call it as. Devices provide digital functions, and large scale integration devices provide complete computer modules. So see here, there are MSI, LSI, very large integration, VLSI, that is computer model. So medium scale integration. Now we will see these two things in the later upcoming sessions. We will discuss this in detail. So medium scale integration, device provide digital functions. So this device, medium scale, what is the purpose of medium scale integration means, these devices provide digital functions. What is the purpose of large scale integration means, these devices provide complete computer modules. It is very important for a logical designer to be familiar with the various digital components encountered in the integrated form. That means a logical designer should be very familiar with digital components. Then only he will design a good device. So if he is not familiar with digital components, he may be lacking in designing the circuit, good circuit. So that is what they are saying. So it is very important for a logical designer to be familiar with the various digital components encountered in a integrated form. So he should know what is the purpose of separate digital components. So each digital component has different purposes. So logical designer should know which digital component has specific what purpose. So you should know what purpose this digital component is for. Then only you can design a good circuit. Okay. Before going to binary representation in digital logic, we will see some of the things that you should keep in mind. So, digital computers have made possible for many scientific, industrial and commercial advances. So without the digital computers, it has been impossible for that space program, that things and all impossible. So now we will see how we are representing a binary in a digital logic. So computer understands only a binary number system, that is zeros and ones. A human can understand a normal number system, that is from 1 to 10, that is 1 to infinity, but a computer understands zeros and ones. It may be a number or it may be a characters. So it is the thing we are going to see now. So see here, binary. So number system, already you may aware of number systems, that is number systems means that is decimal, octal, hexadecimal, binary. These are some of the examples of number systems. So but the computer understands only zeros and ones. So see here, binary is a base 2 number system that uses two states, that is 0 and 1. So only it has two states, 0 and 1, to represent a number. That is, for example, if we are having 45, that we are going to convert to the binary. So see here, we can also call it to be a true state and a false state. In the beginning itself I have said it may be a 0 or 1, it may be a true or false, it may be a high or low, yes or no. So different people call different names. So see here, the binary number is built the same way as we build the normal decimal number. That is what I said. For example, a decimal number 45 can be represented like this. The 40 can be represented as 4 into 10 to the power 1 plus 5 can be represented as 5 into 10 to the power 0. That is, this can be represented in a 0 and 1 manner. That is conversion. Decimal 2, we will convert that. Then that is the thing we are going to see in the next class, that is conversions. Before that we will see here. See here, now in binary 45 is represented as 101101. How it is came means, we are going to convert this 45 into binary. So see here, as we have the powers of 10 in decimal number, similarly there are powers of 2 in binary numbers. Hence 45, which is 101101 in binary, can be represented as like this. So see here, this is how we are going to represent this. So we are going to convert this decimal into binary. So this is the brief introduction to the digital logic and fundamentals. In the next class we will see the conversions. Thank you.